To grieve deeply is to have loved fully. Hey everybody, welcome back to Sonic Says, where we talk about mental health issues and personal issues while playing and talking about Sonic. Today is a hard day for me. Around 15 years ago, I lost someone important to me. I lost my baby sister. So I want to talk about loss today. Whether it be a loss of a pet, friend, family, whoever. But let's start off with a story. A story about one of the strongest and bravest people, little girl I ever met. Growing up, I always wanted to be a big brother. I really wanted to be a big brother. And I got my chance when my baby sister was born. But I didn't know it at the time, but she was fighting every day to live. She was born with something that the doctor said would have killed her in the first week. But she lived anyways. She lived almost 2 years, and that's one of the strongest people ever. Zoe was a light in my life. She didn't speak, she didn't talk to me personally, but she was my little sister. And I was her big brother. The person I always wanted to be. I loved playing video games with her and my brother. I would play Mario Galaxy with her, and that's what really got me into video games when she passed, is the video game stuck with me. But she did pass after a long time fighting. It was the end of Christmas break for me, and I ran into my mom's room and I was like super excited. But my mom told me that my sister was gone. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that my sister is gone and I wouldn't see her. I didn't understand it at all. I was just a kid. And going to her funeral didn't hit any different either. I thought I would still be playing Mario Galaxy with her the next day, and but her passing felt like a part of me died as well too. That part of me who always wanted to be a big brother, who always saw the light and good in things. And I was shy. I closed people off. Growing up in middle school, I didn't let anyone in. I didn't feel like myself because my sister was gone. She didn't deserve to go through any of that, but she did. And I was such a kid. I didn't know that I had limited time with her. I didn't know that. But we all lost something. And if you haven't, cherish that. But being the youngest sibling now, that fear of losing people is strong. Friends, more family, and myself. Growing up, I didn't really connect, like I said. And I felt not like me. It was my junior year of high school in August. It was one of the hardest years of my life again. I was starting to feel like myself. I had a decent. Um, I started meeting people, getting into doing stuff I loved, like theater and acting. Um, and it was in August. Sorry, it's gonna be a tougher video for me to talk about, but um, my first ever girlfriend broke up with me, and she had every right to. I'm not a good man. I was never the greatest to her. Um, and I still am sorry if she ever sees this, or I treated her awfully post breakup. But then a few weeks later, I come home from football, and my dad, who's one of the strongest men I ever known, that man has been through everything, said that my uncle died. This man I looked up to. He was always there for my family. He was always there for me. He was another light in my life, and he died in his sleep. And I saw him the week earlier, and I didn't say goodbye. I never got to say goodbye, and it was like the second funeral I ever went to, besides my sister's. I just remember as a kid holding my dad in my arms when I was 4 years old when my sister passed. Or 6 years old when my sister passed. As he was crying in my arms, and I didn't know what to do. I felt like my childhood, like I had to grow up fast so I can take care of these people. But a part of me died. My uncle inspired me to be a better man. He was so nice, and he inspired me. We all lost something. Another story, I lost my childhood pet, who we got after my sister died. Was there for my whole life, and I watched him get put down, and he was looking in my eyes. It was the last thing I saw. He saw was me. We all lost something. We lost friends. I lost friends. I closed people off. I hurt people. And we all lost significant others. We all lost ourselves sometimes. To grieve deeply is to have loved fully. This quote hit me when I was playing God of War, not a Sonic game, but we grieve because we have loved fully. It took me a while to fully understand what really happened with Zoe, that she was gone, and I was depressed. I was off. My mental health took a dip. My grief took over. It got to a point where, I don't know, I had this feeling like I was just getting attention. Like I wanted attention to people to look at me, so I didn't feel so alone. And I was using Zoe's death as a crutch for that. Until this was a few weeks ago, I started crying, and I started apologizing to my sister. I was crying up to heaven. I was saying, "I'm sorry, Zoe. I'm a bad big brother." But I still grieve over her. But that means I have loved fully. I grieve over my uncle passing in his sleep. I never got to say goodbye. He always gave and was so nice to us. And I still grieve over that. But I have loved fully. Loss is hard. There is no magical word I can say that can make it all go away. I still miss my sister. Today I miss my sister. I wish I was a big brother. But here's another story. One of my sisters had a bunch of nieces and nephews, and they made me feel like I was a big brother. They made me feel like what I wanted to be to Zoe. It wasn't replacing Zoe, but it was an answered prayer. To grieve deeply is to have love fully. Open your heart and you will find every reason to keep going. I closed my heart off for a long time. I closed my heart off to significant others, like that first girlfriend I was mentioning earlier. I closed my heart off to my family, and I still do it now. I closed my heart off to my friends. But I need to open my heart. I talked about it in a previous video. Open your heart. There's a quote from Sonic 3 that just came out. The light shines even though the star is gone. The light shines even though the star is gone. Reflect the light. Reflect the light. I'm gonna reflect the light from my sister and my uncle and everyone I ever lost. Because I can hear them cheering on. I can hear them cheering me on every step I take. The light shines even though the star is gone. Let your light shine. They may be gone, but hold on to their love. I wish I got to meet my sister. I wish I could be a good big brother. I wish I said goodbye to my uncle. I wish I was a better man. But I will never stop fighting. I will shine the light even though the stars are gone. Like I mentioned earlier, I fear that the little child in me that wanted to play Mario Galaxy with my sister is gone. But he's there. The little child inside of all of us is still there, cheering you on with everyone who's gone before you, every step of the way. You're still here, so you still have a purpose.
Now you've got light speed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough
To
power,
grieve deeply
the button you use
is to have love fully.
dash. The light speed dash lets
Love,
you pull wings at light speed.
despite the
As you
loss,
continue the trail of wings, you can
continue
reach about
to
anywhere.
love. Your story isn't finished yet.
The light dash to run along the
Shine the light
hold the action
from those
button
stars,
and let go when you have enough power.
and one day you will see them again. I will see my sister again, and she won't be sick anymore. She'll come up to me running, and I finally get to meet her. I will meet my uncle again. I will meet everybody who's gone before me again. But now, we must reflect their light they left behind. Help others. And love. The light shines even though the star is gone. I love you all. Goodbye.
It's a video, Aiden. You can talk to Zoe.
So, how you make a joke? A joke!
Look at you! Look at you!
Oh, guys, he's on the camera. She loves it. She loves it. I miss.
Okay, Mr.
I
Hand.
am older man.
Okay.
I'm older.
Zoe thinks you're crazy. Bye bye.